Yes, Hari, it is all about yours. It is yours. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Pranavesh, and the team for inviting me. Good evening to everyone. Good evening and namaste. It is such a pleasure and it's an honor to be invited to do a Zoom session with all of you. Thank you so much for taking time out and to come and listen. I can tell you that I'm no expert on anything. And actually, in the prevailing times, I'm extremely happy with that, because I think if you are an expert today, if you are a specialist, then there is actually a challenge. This is the world for generalists to do well, because the world is changing so fast. I'm not saying that don't specialize, but I'm saying that also be multi-skilled, not multitasking. I'm talking about multi-skilling. The reason for that is things are changing so fast that you may be an expert. Now, for example, you are a travel expert just 2 weeks ago, and you don't have a business right now, or you don't have a job. However, if you had a little bit other skills which went beyond travel, for example, then you will find your ways to survive in this world. So what I'm saying is, while you do specialize, please understand that things are changing so fast that your specialization can become very redundant. New technology will come and it will make the older technology redundant. And it is happening very fast. So TikTok has destroyed many other kinds of technological developments and entertainment. So my topic today is actually somewhere built around this. I've just set a little context here. It's called how do you build cash to get cash. So the only thing is there's a little difference in spelling here. The first cash is KASH and the second cash is CASH. So what do I mean by KASH? I mean knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. And CASH, of course, is the money that we all badly need. And last 15 days in the lockdown, I think that is disappearing from everywhere on the planet, right? So everybody is figuring out how to get the cash. So is there anybody in this room right now who's not interested in earning any more money? You can raise your hand. I'm not raising my hand. I'm just showing you how to raise your hand. Okay. Is there anybody who doesn't want to earn more money? No, right? So everybody needs to earn more money, and I always tell this.
Hari, irrelevant question.
Yeah, I know it's an irrelevant question.
No. ऐसा पूछना चाहिए था कि किसी के पास ज्यादा पैसा है तो मेरे को दे दो.
Exactly. So everybody wants to earn more money, including Mukesh Ambani, who's the richest Indian. Because more the merrier, because if you don't need the money, at least you can help other people. As you can see that many companies and individuals are now contributing in this scenario, because they have little excess money which they can put to good use. So, but the important thing to understand here is that money is an output. Money is not an input.
And sorry to interrupt. Cash का full form क्या बोला आपने?
I'm coming back to that. It's knowledge, attitude, skills, habits.
Skills, habits. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm anyway going to cover each of them in the session right now. So basically, what we need to understand is that money is the cash, CASH, is an output, right? Now, output is never in our control. I may do all the hard work in the world, but I can still do. Let's take an example. I'm a farmer, and I have done everything: the sowing, the seeding, the plowing, the watering, and there is just either excess rainfall or there is very little rainfall. So I am not going to get production. Now, that is not my fault. I did everything that was required, which was in my control, but I did not get the results. The reason I did not get the results was because output is not in my control. So what's in my control? In my control is only the input. Now, for example, in this lockdown period, what is not in our control is to go out and conduct meetings, meet people, do sales calls, conduct a training program in a hotel or in an organization. We just can't step out of our house. But what's in our control? In our control is to leverage technology, which is what we are doing right now, right? So we are all trying to make the within our control. So that is what the whole session is all about. How can I focus on my input, which is in my control, and it is 100% in my control. I don't need anybody's permission for that, to get the desired output, right? So we're going to talk about knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. Now, it's not a new topic. It's an old-fashioned topic. It's been there at least for another last decade or so. Many people talk about it. But what I'm going to try and do in this little time that we have with us is that try and give you the essence of knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits, and go step by step. Start with knowledge, go to attitude, go to skills, and go to habits, and then figure out some action plan for each one of us in terms of how we can leverage the content that I'm sharing with you. Because one of the things I strongly believe in is that knowing is nothing, doing is everything. We are all attending a lot of Zoom sessions in these last few days, which is a fantastic thing to do. But even more fantastic thing to do is to make a note of a couple of action points that we can do after this session for our own benefit. You may forget 20 things that I might share with you, but just retain the 2 things that on which you want to act upon. Because success does not come through just positive thinking. In fact, I'm going to talk about that a little later. I have this little reservation about too much positivity that goes around. You see, the world today is a mess because of this over positive thinking. You know, हम लोग environment की बैंड बजाएंगे, लेकिन मैं positive आदमी हूँ तो मेरा कुछ नहीं होगा. You know, see where this positivity has led us. It is not about positive thinking. It is about positive action. So environment का हम बैंड बजा रहे हैं, तो हम लोग को झाड़ लगाना चाहिए, ये पॉजिटिव एक्शन है. लेकिन हम क्या कर रहे हैं? अफर्मेशन कर रहे हैं. नहीं, एनवायरनमेंट का कुछ भी होगा, मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. You know, so quite frankly, I have a problem with this whole thing about positive thinking, and I'm not a great believer in positive thinking. Of course, you should not think negative, but the thing is, I'm telling you, people who think negative have a role in this world. You know, I love what George Bernard Shaw says. He says both optimists and the pessimists have a role in this world. The optimist invents the aeroplane and the pessimist the parachute. You know, and today our health workers are the parachutes. They are helping. Yes, Pranavesh.
Yeah. Can you repeat that because you're freezed? Yeah.
Yes. George Bernard Shaw says the optimist and the pessimist both have a role in this world. You know, the optimist invents the aeroplane and the pessimist the parachute.
Okay.
If only had the aeroplane and something went wrong with the engine, you didn't know how to come out, the pessimist invented the parachute to save you, you know, from that aeroplane disaster. And I think there is this pessimism which is actually keeping us at home right now, not the optimism. You know, it is the pessimism that I might contract the virus, something might go wrong in my life, so I need to stay at home and protect myself and others, right? So it is okay to be pessimistic sometimes. It is okay to be optimistic sometimes. But what I am really going to be sharing with you is not positive thinking or negative thinking. I'm going to be sharing 2 things. One is positive action and the other is balanced thinking. You know, the world needs today is not positive thinking or negative thinking. What the world needs today is balanced thinking. Are you able to leverage both the right brain and the left brain? Are you able to think from all sides, from all angles? Are you able to give it a more holistic approach to your existence? Today we are in a mess, guys. Why we are in a mess? Because everybody is trying to use the other person. You know, we should utilize people, not use people. That is what we are become champions at. We are masters at using people. You know, so that's why I'm going to do a little slightly differential thinking here, if you may permit me, please. And as I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just going to share some thoughts with you. And what I am really here is for a very selfish reason forward to is the question and answer session. Because I think when you ask a lot of questions, that gives me a lot of learning. You know, so I'm just here to share some thoughts with you. Hopefully, I can add some value to your life in the next 15-20 minutes that available. So let's start with knowledge. The importance of knowledge. You know, if you want, you can make some notes if you're okay. But it all depends on each learner how they are comfortable. You just want to sit and listen. That's absolutely fine, right? So, what is knowledge? You know, knowledge is, we all know what is knowledge. It's information, then how you process the information, and and all that. Yeah, Pranavesh.
Everybody is audible. Hari is audible to everyone. Is Hari audible to everyone? Just raise their hands. Okay. What we can do is we can just shut your video off for some time so that the bandwidth is proper and we can clearly, because there are some freezing of videos which is coming in.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, Hari, you can go ahead with the video
Okay.
on and audio on.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we're talking about knowledge. And when we were growing up in our life, we were always taught in school that knowledge is power. But very unfortunately, it took me 30, 40 more years to realize that that is a completely incorrect statement. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And only if you apply what you know, it becomes power for you. For example, if I do dieting, I can lose weight if I'm overweight, that is, and I can lose weight is knowledge. It's fantastic knowledge, right? If I do dieting, I do right nutrition, I do exercising. But when will I benefit? Only through the knowledge? I will benefit only if I do the dieting and only if I apply that knowledge and only if I eat good food, I go and I actually reduce those activities to reduce my weight. So one of the things we need to understand is that knowledge is not power, guys. Applied knowledge is power. Whatever you know, if you apply, you will benefit from it. If you just know, it's okay. It's good to know, right? Second is, there are two types of knowledge that we have in our life, which helps us to grow in our personal and professional life. One is technical knowledge and the other is softer kind of knowledge, soft skills as we call it, or we call it behavioral knowledge. Okay. So technical knowledge helps you to get started in life. It helps you to get a job. It helps you to perform. It helps you to get going. It gives a kickstart to your career. However, this knowledge, the technical knowledge, does not help you much as you keep growing in your life, either in your business or in your career, because then what takes over is the knowledge of handling people. It is, and the most important knowledge that we all need to acquire in our life is how to manage people, not manipulate people. That we are all very good at. Unfortunately, humanity has learned manipulation, but they are not learning management. What we need to do is, how do I handle different kinds of people? How do I work with different kinds of people? How do I resolve conflicts? How do I work in collaboration? In 2017, I went to the US, and now I don't know how many years it will take for us to go to the US again. But in 2017, I went to the US to get certified for a program called as Room Full of Relationships, a behavior styles workshop. That really changed my life because it gave me the knowledge that I must know what is Pranavesh's behavior style, what is Hariharan's behavior style, what is Bhavesh Kotari's behavior style, what is Urvi Yadav's behavior style. Then I will be able to adapt myself accordingly. And in different stages of your life and your career, sorry, in different stages of your life and your career, what is going to happen is you're going to come across different kinds of khopris, as I call it in Hindi. You will come across different kinds of people, different kinds of personality. The one thing we all need to master is people management skills. So what will actually help you to grow in your life or your career is not just a technical knowledge. We are all doing Zoom sessions right now. Right now, we're struggling to understand how does Zoom work. We will figure that out very quickly. Later on, Zoom might upgrade to one or two more features in that, but that's not going to be a big upgradation in terms of, there is not going to be a 500% knowledge jump in how to use Zoom. But how to interact with people in Zoom becomes a softer side of it. How do you still connect with them without meeting them physically becomes a softer side of it. So you need communication skills. You need to speak as if the camera is your friend. You need to speak as if people are sitting in front of you. Those are the things that you need to bring into the picture. And you will find that increasingly communication is going to become one of the most important skills in this world. It always was, but people will now realize that how even more important it is, because these days even husband and wife don't communicate properly, right? And parents and children, so they don't communicate at all. So there are many various challenges that we are going through in life. So that first is knowledge. And one of the things a book which I recommend very strongly people should read is by Marshall Goldsmith, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. Even if you don't read the book, just buy the book and keep it in the library and look at the title every day. You will understand what got you here won't get you there.
No, it's an amazing book. I have read it, Hari.
Yes, it's an amazing book. I plan to reread it now. But it's such an amazing book. So you know that what got you into this corona trouble is not the same factor which will get you out of this trouble. So there are various other things that you need to do. You need to adapt yourself. You need to reinvent yourself, so on and so forth, right? Next is attitude. Okay, now you may not be a great knowledge guy, but if you have a poor attitude, you really have no hope in life. And you will find right now in India that people with poor attitude are roaming the markets. They're trying to see if I can go to the back door and open a mall and buy something and go and watch a movie. if I can congregate and do something. So this is all reflection of poor attitude. And if you don't have a great attitude, you will really not do well in life. And unfortunately, in our country, the situation is that we all have been brought up on an overdose of talent. So much emphasis has been has been put on talent, that we have forgotten the importance of attitude. Now you see Sachin Tendulkar, for example. A lot of people think he became successful because of his talent. I will tell you, Sachin Tendulkar became successful only in the first 2 to 3 years because of his talent. The remaining 20 years or 21 years that he played cricket, it was only because of his attitude. There was a time in his career where he could not lift the bat also properly because he had a tennis elbow problem. He adapted, he changed, he cut out his strokes, he started playing more defensively, he reinvented himself. A classic example is in 1998, he scored 155 runs in the second innings of an India-Australia classic test match in Chennai. And in that innings, he repeatedly swept Shane Warne over mid-wicket for fours and sixers and twos continuously. And he scored 155 runs, and that innings was the difference between India and Australia. And India winning the test and Australia losing the test. And Australia actually led India by 120 runs in the first inning, but they still went on to lose that test match. And Sachin Tendulkar was not this talent that made him play that shot. What he actually did before the test match started was, he went to the Madras Cricket Academy, MRF Pace Academy, and he dug out a pitch and he made it look very underprepared and asked Lakshman Sivaramakrishnan to bowl to him round the wicket so that the ball turned square. And he practiced the sweep shot for 7 days. The genius of Tendulkar is not that he was born to play the sweep shot. He practiced the sweep shot for 7 days. And then he went into the test match. He got out for just 4 runs to Shane Warne in the first innings. But in the second innings, he hammered him. And Shane Warne went on record saying that I get nightmares thinking about Tendulkar's batting when I go to sleep. And so Sachin Tendulkar's work ethic, the discipline, even Amitabh Bachchan's work ethic, discipline, Virat Kohli's work ethic, discipline, this is all attitude. It has got nothing to do with talent. And if you and me, I belong to a category who discovered that I have talent much later in life. Okay, or I started valuing my talent much later in life. But I realized one thing, that just having talent is absolutely useless. So a comparison can be made between Sunil Gavaskar and Sandeep Patil, for example, when they were playing together. Patil was definitely the more talented batsman, but he got distracted, and he never focused on his game. Gavaskar was not as talented, but he went on to become a legend. Vinod Kambli, probably one of the most talented cricketers we have had, but he could not make much progress. From the Bollywood scenario, I really love Ranveer Singh because I think he's given Ranbir Kapoor a run for his money, though I consider Ranbir Kapoor to be the best actor. But Ranveer Singh has made up for his lack of talent and his stardom and Kapoor family connections. A very ordinary guy like you and me. He has made it up through sheer hard work, and he's made it up through sheer attitude. And his enthusiasm is infectious. If you really want to double your income, you have to first double your enthusiasm. That's what Frank Bettger says in his book, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. It's a classic quote. You want to double your income, double your enthusiasm, guys. And this whole session is about cash, right? So what is attitude? So let me narrate this with a story and I'll conclude the attitude section. A father had 2 sons, elder one and the younger one. They both went to the same school, lived in the same house, wore more or less same kind of clothing, so on and so forth. But the elder son was extremely indisciplined. The younger son was very disciplined. So one day the father's best friend came home and asked the elder son, why are you so indisciplined, man? He said, because of my father, because I saw that all his life he was so indisciplined. He was all the time wasting his time. So I thought, follow the leader, jaisa baap, waisa beta. So then he asked his second son, boss, you are his brother? He said, yeah, you live in the same house, right? Same father? Yes. And why are you so disciplined? He said, because of my father. You see, both are giving the same answer. He said, because my father ruined his life, I didn't want to ruin my life. So attitude is not born out of circumstances. Attitude is born out of the response to the circumstances, right? Now, many people right now in this whole lockdown are sitting at home and getting depressed. And I have total empathy with them. I'm not trying to say that we are all very smart people. I'm just saying I'm totally empathetic towards them. But then there are a lot of people who are also looking at the brighter side of this opportunity and trying to change themselves, reform themselves, build better connections, be more with family, spend some time reading. So it's all your attitude, how you look at it. You can criticize the government and say, कि 21 दिन तुमने बंद क्यों किया था? But fortunately, you are not the prime minister or the home minister, right? You don't have to take such calls in life. Thank God for that. You have to take such complex calls, and you know what will happen to your life. So right now, the attitude is let's surrender to the system because there is somebody who knows better than us, right? So let's not get our ego into it. And one of the biggest problems with attitude is ego, which is why Rajesh Khanna was a superstar for 5 years and Amitabh Bachchan was a superstar for 40 years. And it is because of attitude. It is not because of just a talent. Rajesh Khanna was always the more talented guy than Amitabh Bachchan. But just the work ethic, the coming on time, the discipline, the working hard. Amitabh used to finish a shift at 3 in the morning and you'd be back for shooting at 7 in the morning. And the director would come at 8 and fold his hands and say, Amit, I've told you so many times, never come on time. Because none of us is ever going to come on time. But that man, even after 50 years in the industry, still goes on time. And he's only 78 years old. And we at 28, 38, 48 still have a problem with our age. That is another challenge. Yeah, and I always believe, Pranavesh, that life begins at 40. So if you are 50, you're only 10 years old. And there is a theory as to why life begins at 40, because first 20 years was great fun. Next 20 years was a complete mess. We got married, career confusions, and and I don't know why we got married, but we got married. I know I am at home and my wife is listening to me. So, but
we are in the same boat, Hari.
Yeah, but the thing is, the career confusions, failures, so many. So life really begins at 40 because you get clarity only after 40. Because first 20 years you did not know what you were doing. Next 20 years you are figuring out what to do. At least now do something. Yeah. So, okay. So what are the different skill sets that you require in today's world? Yeah, and forever, for example.
Hari,
yes.
Kamal says they were saying people become naughty after 40.
Yeah, because your wife has got used to you, so she's ready to forgive you now. So you can afford it. Yeah. So you can afford it, right? So what are the skills that are required in the new world? And some skills are adaptable skills, and some skills are something which you need forever. For example, communication. Yes.
Okay, Hari, just give me a minute. Yeah. People, as usual, we have a 7 o'clock buffer timing for question and answer. I will go ahead and extend this session for another 15 minutes or so. I'll allow Hari to finish up all these things, and then we can take this room for question and answer.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we'll just continuing this session for next 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't think I'll take that long, but thanks for that.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So when you talk about skills, so what exactly is skill? Okay. And how do you compare that with talent? Talent is what I do naturally. It is inborn. So you'll find a lot of these kids on Saregama or Indian Idol or even the grown-ups. They sing better than Rafi Saab used to sing at their age. And you are amazed. I mean, how can you sing better than Kishore Kumar and Mohammed Rafi? But the fact remains that hardly any of them actually goes on and makes a career out of it, or makes something substantial out of it. So I have been watching Saregama for last, ever since it was launched by Sonu Nigam in 1995. And I can only remember Sonu Nigam, Shreya Ghoshal, Kunal Ganjawala. Some of these people have made some career out of it. But otherwise, so our life has become like a reality show. Be a celebrity for 3 months and then disappear into the oblivion. And everybody is looking at how can I make a fast buck. And there are so many trainers who give us gyan on how you can make crores of rupees in the first 5 years and how you can make lakhs of rupees in the next 2 years. What are the strategies? अब मैं तो बनाया नहीं अभी तक, बस ये session भी free में ही कर रहा हूँ, right? So I will send Pranavesh my bank account details. Okay. So
this is why he has named himself as entertainer.
Okay. So क्या है सर, एक उम्र हो जाती है जिंदगी में, फिर जिंदगी मजाक नहीं लगती है, जिंदगी तुमको मजाक समझती है, राइट? सो और तुम्हारा मजाक उड़ाती है तो खेलते रहना है. So one of the most important skills is communication, and especially English communication, and within English communication also written communication. And a lot of people tell me that I speak well, I can't write well. Actually, if you can't write well, you can't speak well also. So the most important thing is to learn business communication, writing skills. And I'm very proud of this. I want to boast a little bit. I've seen so many people boasting. मुझे कभी-कभी मौका मिलता है boast करने का. I have written 6 books so far, and most of them are grammatically correct only. Okay. And I've not got any adverse comments about my English there. So I think it's one of the great skills to have, to be able to write. So please blog, but ensure that it's grammatically correct. You don't have to be a great writer like Salman Rushdie or Vikram Seth, or Chetan Bhagat or anybody, but you just need to start writing. I think it's one of the great skills. You may be very good in any one local language. I'm very good in Hindi. I love Hindi. These days I'm learning a bit of Urdu also. But the thing is that English is my mother tongue. My mother used to always tell the brothers, I have an elder brother, that your mother tongue is English because you think in English, right? So develop English competency, and I'm sure most of you or all of you in this group are already good at it. But English is such a beautiful language, you can even make it better. So start writing, start speaking more, watching a lot of good videos. Second most important skill, I don't know whether you should call it a skill or more of an attitude. I think patience. We have lost patience, and because of that impatience, now we are forced to be patient in this lockdown. So we have to work on our temperament. Life, guys, unfortunately, is not T20; it is Test match, but it needs to be played with the spirit of a T20 match. But what we are doing is we are playing T20 cricket, and our life is getting messed up. So you see even the Indian cricket team in test matches, when the ball swings, they also swing back to the pavilion. When the ball bounces, they are also bouncing along with the ball. So, our life is like that. We cannot handle challenges. So you need to work on your people management skills. You need to work on your communication skills, negotiation skills, conflict management skills. I mean, it's an endless list. Decision-making skills, problem-solving skills. It's an endless list and it's so beautiful. Our profession is so amazing, but every day it tells you, boss, you don't know enough. So itna shana kyun ban raha hai? Why are you thinking that you have arrived in life? And so we are never arrived in life, because learning is earning. The more you learn, the more you will earn. Okay, now there's a bit of philosophy here. How much money does anybody earn within 5 years, 10 years as a freelancer or as a training entrepreneur or as a training professional? I really don't know, because I think everybody is on a journey, and you need to enjoy the journey more than focus on how much money I'm going to make. Obviously, the money is important, but मैं कभी भी हिंदी में एक बात बोलता हूँ कि मैं मंजिल का नहीं, रास्ते का दीवाना हूँ. So it is just another way of saying that success is a journey, not a destination. So the idea is not कि प्रणवेश मेरे को ये सेशन का पैसा दे रहा है कि नहीं. वो मेरे को बुलाया, बहुत बड़ी बात है. 1 घंटा तो मजा आएगा. Where do you get audience who are ready to listen to you, that too on mute here without disturbing you for 1 hour? What a blessing in life. Yeah. So so such an opportunity for us. I think we should always enjoy the journey of training, speaking, writing, whatever business you are into, whatever profession you are into. So that's skills. So what is the difference between a natural talented skill and an acquired skill? So what I can do naturally is inborn, but what I acquire is a skill. So I say it in another way. Talent is what you already have. You're born with that. Skill is what you add to what you have. Yeah. So what is talent is what you already have. But what is skill? It is what you add to what you have. Okay. So I can sing like Mohammad Rafi at age 10, but if I don't get trained in the riyaz, in the classical background, then I really cannot become a professional playback singer. The talent will just die away because there are so many talented people like me. In fact, there is too much competition in talent, but there's very little in skill. You know, so when you become more skilled, your competition also reduces. So one video I strongly advocate that all of you should watch on YouTube. Harsha Bhogle, IIM Ahmedabad. Yeah, Harsha Bhogle, IIM Ahmedabad. It's a life skill video. He uses cricket and sports as an analogy to teach us life. It's a brilliant talk, and please follow Harsha Bhogle. He talks a lot of sense, you know, and he's a very balanced guy, and he gives you wonderful, wonderful insights. Yeah, so we covered knowledge, we've covered attitude. I'll also do a quick summary in the end. And the third is skills. So talent is what you have, skill is what you add to what you have. What you have will run out. No, it's petrol. It will be there for some time. Then you have to refuel. That refueling exercise is skilling, and there is no limit to how much you can refuel, right? And the last is habits. Okay, this is an amazing space for us to understand. There's a gentleman called Albert Ian Gray, and we all come across motivational speakers, motivational quotations. मैं भी उनमें से एक खिलाड़ी हूँ. मैं भी अपना motivation देता हूँ, अपना ideas देता रहता हूँ. Okay, so the idea is that there is a gentleman called Albert Ian Gray, and I have never been more motivated than, yeah, Ramesh.
भावेश बहुत ये हो रहा है.
I have never been more motivated by by any other quote than this gentleman's quote. And he says, successful people form the habit of doing the things failures don't like to do. You know, Albert Ian Gray says, successful people form the habit of doing the things which failures do not like to do. Now, for example, let's again go back to weight loss. I think it's a very beautiful example which we use in training programs. I want to lose weight. So let's say I want to lose weight by 5 kgs, 10 kgs in 3 months or whatever. So if I just desire I should lose weight, I will lose weight. It's positive thinking, right? It's not going to help you. You have to take positive action. So I have to do dieting. I have to get up early morning. I have to go for a walk. I have to do gymming. I have to avoid fried stuff. I should not eat sweets. There are so many things. Now, this process I don't like. I just hate it because I love eating sweets. I love eating fried stuff. I love, eating at whatever time it comes to my mind. I like to eat heavy food and go to sleep. Now, I had to reverse those habits. Now, that is really tough. Now, you will see the successful people don't like to do all this, but they still do it because the end result is beautiful, which is becoming thinner, fitter, slimmer. The failure says, 4 दिन की जिंदगी है, पतला होएगा तो भी मरने का है, मोटा रहेगा तो भी मरने का है, तो खा पी के मर. Okay, but problem ये है कि तू खा पी के मरेगा तो डॉक्टर को 20-25 लाख रुपया दे के फिर मरेगा. Okay, और फैमिली को और स्ट्रेस देगा. Right? So what Albert Ian Gray says is, if you want to be successful in life, form the habit of doing the things you don't like. Because if you do the things you don't like, you will get what you like. But if you only do the things you like, chances are very high that you will end up getting what you don't like. So किसी ने कहा है कि अगर रास्ता खूबसूरत हो तो पता करना कि मंजिल कैसा है, लेकिन अगर मंजिल खूबसूरत हो तो रास्ता कैसा भी हो उसकी परवाह नहीं करना.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Hari.
Right? अगर रास्ता खूबसूरत हो तो पता करो मंजिल कैसा है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा रास्ता ब्यूटीफुल है लेकिन लाइट एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल नहीं होगा, डार्कनेस मिलेगा. बट यहाँ पे डार्कनेस इन द पाथ, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. And Virat Kohli is a brilliant example of this.
There's one quote called as difficult roads leads to beautiful destination.
Absolutely.
So that's how this thing is.
वो प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, अंग्रेज लोग बहुत सोफिस्टिकेटेड तरीके से बताते हैं, हिंदी वाले उसको एकदम जबरदस्त बताते हैं. so अंग्रेज लोग ने उसको बहुत पैकेज करके बताते, हिंदी वाले जैसा है बोल देते हैं. Right? So tomorrow I am doing a Zoom session on actually management lessons from Shairi. So guys, please log in for. I'm going to prepare for that after this session is over. So I'm going to actually recite a few shairis. I'm just trying to pretend that I'm a shair. So that's fine. Yeah. So Virat Kohli is a brilliant example of this. I mean, he was overweight. He did not have enough energy. Nobody ever thought Sachin Tendulkar's record can be broken. But can you imagine, Virat Kohli is already on 70 international hundreds. And he has got 4 to 5 years of international cricket left in him. वो तो तोड़ देगा Sachin का record if he goes the way at which he is going. He made a lot of adjustments, and he talks about this. You can check out videos of Virat Kohli where he talks about how he was brought up eating in Delhi chole bhature, how his mother used to tell him कि क्या कर रहा है तो घास फूस खा रहा है, छोले भटूरे नहीं खा रहा है. So he said 3 months I suffered when I changed my diet, but after 3 months I got used to it. And he's turned a vegan. He has very limited non-vegetarian food. He's one of the fittest sportsmen in the world, not just cricketers. He's one of the fittest sportsmen. How did he achieve that? Because he practiced what Albert Ian Gray taught us. You know, he formed the habit of doing the things which people don't like. And Virat Kohli also says that success is a very boring profession. You know, only those people can be successful who can do the same things again and again over a long period of time, just like our mothers and our grandmothers, you know, and our wife, because they are homemakers and they can just do that. So many ladies I can see here, you're all doing some amazing housework, which is extremely boring. Yeah. But you are able to do it with great passion. Why you're doing it? Because you love the purpose more than the task. But unfortunately, we are always looking for creative ways of doing the same job. Mohammad Rafi Saab sang for 40 years. Asha Bhosle, Lata Mangeshkar are singing for last 60 years. They're not getting bored. You know, and we trainers are already getting bored. You know, many professionals are already getting bored 5 years, 10 years into their profession. So you can never get bored in life if your purpose is strong, right? So to quickly summarize, if you continuously work on your knowledge and your attitude and your skills and your habits, you will continuously earn cash. If you work on KASH continuous, and it has to be continuous process. And one of the things, friends, I request you to never compare how much you are earning as compared to other people. अरे ये ट्रेनर 5 साल पहले आया, इतना कमा लिया, मैं कहाँ हूँ? ये फीलिंग आएगा, मुझे भी आता है. ओके, मेरे घर वालों को ज्यादा आता है मेरे से, बट ये आएगा, ये नेचुरल है. But the thing is, I don't know, you know, I just believe in God, and I believe that God will give you when the time is right for you. You know, and that's not in your control. What is in your control is, can I upskill myself every day? Can I become more passionate every day? Can I work on my purpose every day? Can I find a mentor if required? Can I keep learning? You know, can I keep experimenting? Can I keep exploring? You know, life is an adventure. You know, don't give up life like that. You know, don't give up on life like that. You know, it's an adventure. It's beautiful. And so as you continuously keep working on your knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits, you will, I'm sure you will make, all of us will make a lot of money eventually. But if you say, मैंने आज ये session attend किया और कल मेरे को 1 लाख रुपया मिलना है, मिल सकता है, मिलेगा तो थोड़ा 20% मेरे को भी दे देना. Okay? क्योंकि मेरे session की वजह से मिला ना, लेकिन नहीं मिला तो don't worry about it. You know, just keep working on it. And one of the great learnings from this whole situation is, you got to learn to save money, boss. You got to learn not to be avaricious. Don't be greedy. Make a difference to people, you know. Build relationships. Love people. Love your work. Thank God it's a Monday. Not, oh God, it's a Monday. You know, there are various attitudinal changes that we as a race, as a humanity, we need to bring into our life. So quickly to summarize, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Talent is not important. Skill is more important. Attitude is even more important. Talent is what you have. Skill is what you add to what you have. People management skills, communication skills, adaptability skills, patience, build your temperament, ability to handle pressure. You know, these are all very, very important elements for success in life. And lastly, habits. Albert Ian Gray says that successful people form the habit of doing the things that failures do not like to do. And guys, finally, just to close, and I will close with one shairi also, that please love your family. Be with your family, spend time with your children, talk to them, learn from your children. Children are smarter than us. I'm sorry, that's the truth of life. You know, so accept that and move forward in life. Children are smarter than us. There is a lot we can learn from them, right? And always be happy, yaar. I mean, always smile. So, जिंदगी में सदा मुस्कुराते रहो, क्योंकि मुस्कुराना जिंदगी की जरूरत है. जिंदगी को जियो इस अंदाज में, जियो मतलब रिलायंस जियो नहीं, जिंदगी को जियो इस अंदाज में कि लोग आपको देखकर कहे कि वाह जिंदगी कितनी खूबसूरत है. So be a role model for everybody, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Really a pleasure.
You can share what you said is also right only. Like you can give one opportunity to it's also good in that.
Yeah.
Or maybe like one session you can take, one session you can ask him to take. Sir. Elaborate, Mr. Satish. on that.
Okay.
So you're taking two topics. What are the topics? One is this pre.
Okay. So Hari, are you like done or?
Yeah,
or
I'm done. I'm done. Thank you very much.
एक और शायरी if you can go ahead.
कल शायरी का ही सेशन है, उसमें आ जाओ यार.
अरे एक और शायरी यार हमारे दोस्तों के लिए.
एक और शायरी हमारे दोस्तों के लिए. अच्छा, ये मेरा फेवरेट है. एक्चुअली मैं कुछ स्टैंडर्ड शायरियां बोलता हूँ अपने प्रोग्राम में.
वेरी गुड.
और एक ऑडियंस को पता नहीं चलता कि पहले ऑडियंस को सेम सुनाया है इसने. Okay, this is on persistence and why you should never give up in life. आज बादलों ने फिर साजिश की, जहां मेरा घर था वहीं बारिश की. अगर फलक को जिद है बिजलियां गिराने की, तो हमें भी जिद है वहीं पर आशिया बनाने की. और तुम जितना मेरा बैंड बजाओगे, मैं रहूंगा वहीं पे, जाऊंगा कहीं भी नहीं. पुजारा से सीखने का है. वो टैलेंट की वजह से रन नहीं बनाता है, बॉलर को थका के रन बनाता है. बॉलर थक जाता है, फिर पार्ट टाइम बॉलर को मारता है.
Amazing. So with this, thank you, Hari.
Thank you, Archana ji. I can see you clapping. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you, Hari, for this entire wonderful, entertaining session altogether. I am actually looking at the number of participants from the start till the end. It is absolutely same what it was. It went up to 58, 59, 60.
Okay.
Well, drop down. अभी वो consistently 45 पे है, 45, 46 पे है.
Right.
Absolutely stunning. The messages are also going on. तुसी छा गए, तुसी अच्छे हो.
अच्छा, okay. Thank you so much.
Absolutely good. A great session altogether. You actually know the pulse of the listening audience. Great. May God bless you with all
Thank
the
you,
cash that you wanted in your life. Don't worry, 20% ने हम 100% देने को तैयार bank account. So people will absolutely take many things. I have also noted down many things out here. Today, so that's what I say to my team also. Ki we are never the best. So if you think we are the best, there's no scope for improvement at all in your life. So always think that some things are missing in me and learn from people and make that room for improvement.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, Hari, for building this entire room. Now I will open this room for question and answer. People one by one can raise their hand and just go ahead. The first hand is raised by Shobhan. Shobhan, can you go ahead and ask her question?
Yes.
Go ahead, Shobhan. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, sir, it was Hari sir, was an excellent presentation. The flow of your thoughts and ideas was excellent. I'm amazed. Could you be my benchmark or model also? Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. And what you spoke today is about ask, attitude, skill, and knowledge. It was excellent. I have a doubt on two things. One is when you're talking about talent and skills. Right? You say talent is inborn and skill is what we develop.
Right.
But what we are being told is all human beings are born with the same capacities.
Right.
Okay. So when we say that, then we have the capacity, then we are also born with those talents, isn't it? And only thing, the interest and the practice will take us to the heights of what we have.
I got it. I got your question. See, first of all, I don't think all human beings are born with same capacity. I think everybody has different capacities. Everybody has different potentials, and it takes a while. And I think that's the whole journey of life, to discover your own potential. What are you good at and what are you not good at? And one of the things which is very important to understand in life is what is that I cannot do. Many people focus on what they want to do, and they play to this, and they are trying to figure out कि ये मैं करना चाहता हूँ. But what they don't understand is you cannot do everything in life. And first of all, you need to have clarity what you cannot do. I just recently we saw a movie. It's on Netflix. I strongly recommend it. It's called Maska. There is this boy who has a cafe, which is a 100-year-old Irani cafe, legacy of his family, and he wants to become a Bollywood star, and he even signs up selling off that cafe. But he is a horrible actor. I want to become an actor, but I should know acting also, right? It should be there somewhere in my system to be able. I should have some natural talent at least. So later on, he realizes that you cannot fulfill all your dreams because some of your dreams may be simply wrong. So I have a problem with a lot of motivational speakers who tell you things which are giving you the right context behind it. What we need to understand, we don't have similar capacities. We all have different capacities. Yes. And I don't think everybody is capable of achieving everything in life. No, it is not possible. You need to go through this journey of life and discover for yourself what is that you can do and what is that you cannot do. And once you have great clarity on what I cannot do, then you don't venture into those waters at all. And even if you have to venture into it because of circumstances, you try to manage yourself. Then you start playing to your strength. The ability to play to your strength comes from your awareness of your weaknesses. If you are not aware of your weaknesses, then you cannot play to your strength. Then you're all the time trying to improve that weakness. Virender Sehwag, that's a very beautiful book by Paddy Upton. He's written a book called Barefoot Coach. You must read that. I mean, one of the things I request everybody in the group here is to become avid readers. If you already not are, I don't want to assume anything. I'm just saying. He says Virender Sehwag had a weakness against bouncers. So, but he had this ego. Tu mere ko bounce karega, main tero hook karega. But he used to always get caught at mid-wicket, square leg boundary. So Paddy Upton told him, every time you get a bouncer, just duck. Don't hook. Because if you hook, you will get out. Because you cannot hook. You are not a Kapil Dev. You are not a Virat Kohli. You are not a Sachin Tendulkar. You cannot hook, boss. You can drive. You play to your strength. So when he started ducking, they started giving him deliveries in the region where his strength was. And in the next few innings, he went on to score his 100 against South Africa. Because he played to his strength. But how did he play to his strength? By admitting that I have a weakness. And it is ego, तू मेरे को bouncer डालेगा, मैं hook करेगा. तू नहीं कर सकता यार. तो मत करना, शांत रहे. So sir, I hope I somewhere kind of answered your question. So discover your own capacities, sir. Don't worry about what is the overall human potential. Look at your potential and keep working on it. And I can tell you that is unlimited. Each one of us has unlimited potential. Okay, but then it gets uncovered and explored over a journey of lifetime. It doesn't happen that tomorrow it will happen. There is no magic formula here. The only magic formula is that there is no magic and only hard work is the magic. Hard work and continuous learning are the magics.
Anybody, any question? Anyone?
If no one is there, I got a lot of questions.
Okay.
Anyone, any question? Nice session, spontaneous thinking. Your sense of humor is amazing. The only drawback I see here is the examples you gave only on cricketers. We are a country of human achievers from all the sports.
Yes.
So this is a feedback from one of the participants.
Okay.
Okay. And any question? Yes, Raghu Shankar, I can see your hand, please.
Hi, Hariji.
Yes.
Yeah, you said that one must list down the weaknesses first. That means like we have to filter what we cannot do, right?
Yes.
We have to filter what we cannot do. But don't you think invariably we started listing, the list goes on and off, we keep on adding more and more to the list. I cannot do this, I cannot do this, this is my weakness, right? So don't you think so that we have to draw a line in between, like, we should not list too many things like we cannot do or filter and then...
No, I'm just saying it's not about listing, it's about being aware.
Okay.
It's important to be aware. Now, for example, I work with a team of associates in my training business. And I know that research and having technical competence is extremely important for my business, but I'm not good at that. So I delegate that, or rather we collaborate, and I request my associates to handle that. You know, for example, Niharika, I can see her on the call. She is my associate. She's a psychometric testing expert. And so she has developed an instrument. And I know that her strength is she can get into the depth of human behavior analysis, which I cannot, but I can present it very well. You know, so it's important that you are aware of your weakness, but if that is important for your life, then you collaborate with somebody for whom that is a strength. Okay. So it's an elimination process. I learned this from my daughter also. When she was choosing her career after 10th standard, she said, I don't want to be doctor, engineer. Okay, I don't want to be a pharmacist. I don't want to do this, but I'm interested in biology, so I will become a biochemistry student. Later on, she dropped out of that also and became something else. But you see, but what she practiced was an elimination process. She said, what is that I don't want to do? Then she started figuring out what she wants to do. I mean, it can work either way. So for some people, listing the strength might work better first than the weakness. But I'm saying you got to be all the time aware of what you cannot do. Because then, because of ego, you try to do that, you'll get into trouble. Then it gives you more leverage to focus on playing to your strengths.
Okay, Hari, somebody wants to see your face. Your light is coming on the background.
Yeah,
so,
but that is because of the halo, you know.
There's an enlightenment.
God has come directly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, can you see me now? Slightly better.
There is enlightenment. Enlightenment.
No, actually,
वो थोड़ा अंधेरे में रहना चाहते हैं हमेशा.
थोड़ा positioning issue है, पीछे ट्यूबलाइट है. So.
Yeah, अच्छा, Krishnan Iyer wants to ask something here.
Yeah, Krishnan.
Krishnan, can you? Yeah, Krishnan.
Yeah, hi, Hari. Good session. Am I audible?
Yes, Krishnan. Yes, you are.
Yeah, happy Ram Navami. Jai Shri Ram to all of you.
Thank you.
My question is, you spoke about Tendulkar and Lata Mangeshkar.
Yeah.
They have done the same thing for decades. So
Yes.
don't you? And there is, so that is about specialization. But also, don't you think they were sticking to their comfort zone? For example, let's take Arijit Singh. He sings songs which he likes only. There is a trend which he sings. He cannot sing all kinds of songs. So don't you think Arijit Singh is restricting his career?
Yeah. So see, for example, now Arijit Singh, see, it's about the purpose of life, right? Now, I'm going to be a trainer all my life. It does not matter how successful or unsuccessful I become, but my prayer to God is that I should always be able to do what I'm doing right now. But I cannot be one kind of trainer. I cannot say that I will only teach team building all my life. So Lata Mangeshkar and Sachin Tendulkar, while they played the same game or they were in the same profession, but Tendulkar played all the three formats reasonably well. Virat Kohli is a great example. He can play all the three formats very well. Lata Mangeshkar sang all kinds of songs. And Lata Mangeshkar did not say that I will only sing classical. She also sang Shola Jo Badke, Dil Mera Dhadke. You know, I think that's a composition by C. Ramchandar. In fact, she's on record saying that when we sang this song, people are saying, what kind of stupid song are you singing? You don't have any class or what? You know, it was created in the 50s and the 60s. So they all adapted. You have to adapt within your profession. You cannot do 10 professions in your life. Then your life will come to an end and you would have not got anywhere. But within your profession, you need to be creative. You need to be innovative. You need to be, and the good news is that all our professions are going to remain. But they're not going to go extinct. They're not dinosaurs. They'll not get extinct, but you have to reinvent yourself within that.
Hari, to add with a pinch of salt to this answer.
Yes.
बहुत पहले हमें पेरेंट्स या बोल के चलो कि बहुत बुजुर्गों ने हमें एक सीख दी थी कि success is the ultimate purpose of life. It is absolutely wrong. Happiness is the ultimate purpose of life.
Absolutely.
So even if
you are happy, you will be successful.
You will be happy in what you do. That's happiness is the ultimate purpose of life, not success. So जब आप खुश होके कुछ करोगे, ultimately success मिलना ही मिलना है.
And to answer Krishnan's question further, Lata Mangeshkar's greatest challenge did not come from other singers. It came from her own home, which is Asha Bhosle.
Yes.
She pushed the limits for Lata Mangeshkar because she started singing R.D. Burman's numbers in the 60s, and those numbers are actually of today's generation.
Absolutely.
The fast numbers, the hip hop numbers. And Lata Mangeshkar couldn't say that I'm not going to even try that, while she had to play to her strength, but she also had to get even better at what she was good at. So this kind of competition will always exist. And it's good for us, because when somebody is better than you in some area, then you are inspired to become better at what you're already doing.
Okay, so next hand, I can see anyone raising their hand. I guess no one as of now. Just give me a minute. I'll just check with the people out here.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no. Okay, Mitesh Parmar is Mitesh. Yeah, you can go ahead, Mitesh. I can see your hand.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Yeah, you can be audible.
Really very nice session. I partly attended, but जैसे सर उर्दू भाषा के बहुत जानकार है, नाम से तो साउथ इंडियन है, लेकिन उर्दू का जो उनका मिजाज है, उनको अप्रिशिएट करूंगा कि उनका अंदाज बयां बहुत ही एकदम डिफरेंट. तो रियली अभी मेरे को कुछ रिकॉर्डिंग अगर सेशन मिल जाएगा तो आई विल बी रियली हैप्पी टू लर्न. बहुत अच्छी और रेफरेंसिंग बहुत उन्होंने अच्छे एग्जांपल तुरंत दिए. जैसे अभी एग्जांपल पूछा तो लता मंगेशकर का उन्होंने वो गाना है 16 जो बढ़ के, इतना पुराना गाने का भी रेफरेंस उन्होंने इमीडिएटली दे दिया. सो अमेजिंग हरी सर. फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम लिसनिंग. रियली आई मस्ट एक्नॉलेज कि आप मतलब मेरे को आई हैव नो वर्ड्स टू एक्सप्लेन कि क्या जो पैरेलल ऑफिस का वर्क चल रहा है, बट आई वाज लिसनिंग रियली. जो भी सुना बहुत अच्छा सुना सर. और फिर मैंने टाइटल देखा कैश टू कैश. आपने जो एनालॉजी बिल्डअप की है, ग्रेट सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर.
Okay, so we don't have any more question out here. So we'll just end this meeting up. Thank you, Hari, for a wonderful time.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Avesh has dropped down. Maybe he's on another call altogether. So thank you, Hari, for building up this entire room here. And thank you for your greatest shairis.
Thank you.
All from the L&D Global Mumbai team. Thank you so much. Next, tomorrow we have a session by Chirag Thakkar on digital marketing.
Okay.
So anybody who wants to join in, 6:30 is the sharp time room. You can join in the room, and stay tuned, stay watching L&D Global Mumbai, collaborate, co-create, and contribute. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Pranavesh. Thank you, everyone, for being there today.
Can we have Hari sir's contact details so we can be in touch with him?
Yeah. Pranavesh has that, or I can put it in chat.
You can get in touch with me.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
So
Bye.
I have dropped my phone number here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I think it's not going, so you can take it from Pranavesh.
I can drop you, Shobit. Once just get me connected.
Yeah.
Oh, Jabbir had a question, I guess.
Thank you.
Huh?
Jabbir had a question.
Okay. Yeah.
Jabbir, go ahead. Jabbir, can you unmute yourself? Jabbir?
Pranavesh's time is there. I have questions.
Jabbir, I am not able to hear you properly. No, Jabbir is not able to. Would you please share recording? Okay, Jabbir is out of the box.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you so much, Hari, for a wonderful time.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for taking time out. Thank you so much.